We are going to discuss how to determine your list price. Hopefully you've taken the time to watch or read our posts on determining why and figuring out the right time to list. If you haven't, I would encourage you to jump back onto our website and watch or read those posts. When you are determining the price of your home, you need to remember that this price has to be completely objective. So I need you to step aside from your emotional connection to your house as much as possible. We are going to figure out the market value for your home. Market value is basically an estimate of what your house could sell for in a competitive market. Barring any extreme outside factors, this is the value that sets the price for your home. We are going to use a comparable market analysis to determine an estimate for your house value. Technology advancements have given us so many tools to help this process. No system is perfect, so I recommend using a few to give you the most accurate price. Let's get started with Zillow. Go ahead and jump onto Zillow and type in your address. This is going to give you a Zestimate. Zillow has created this automated estimate based on sales comps and public records. They have definitely invested the most time and resources into this home value game when it comes to home websites. Today, I'm going to use 7217 Knoll Court in Middleton, Wisconsin. I'm going to use this home as an example as you follow along. Each and every one of you should review your Zestimate. Now, while you're still on Zillow's website, I need you to find 3 homes in your neighborhood that have either sold in the last 3 to 6 months or are currently available. You can either look at the map or over on the right-hand side, there's a column that says nearby similar sales. Make sure if you're on the map, you have clicked to show the sold homes as well. Once you find those values, go ahead and write them down. Using the form that I've provided on this post, write in the information that you collect from each property. So the goal here is to find 3 of the most similar homes to yours that have sold in the last 3 to 6 months. Now I get that some of you will have a hard time with this. You know your home and you know your neighborhood, so whatever is the most similar is going to be the best. Really take the time to do this right. I recommend getting this data from multiple sources. So I'm going to suggest you look at Zillow, Redfin, they have an online property valuation tool, realtor.com, where you can search for your home's worth by seeing what homes have sold in your area, and Property Shark. My recommendation is to look into all 4 of these sources and come up with the best average for your home's estimate. Now comes the hard part. You need to be completely honest about the condition of your home and how it compares to those around you. Try and think of your home as if you're walking into it for the first time. This is honestly the hardest part. I understand that in your home you've done work, decorated, renovated, as well as created lots and lots of memories. But for this exercise, I need you to look at the numbers and try and stick to the facts. Last question to address. How many homes are for sale that are in your neighborhood and are similar in size, bedroom count, bath count, and amenities? Write that number down on your worksheet. Okay, moment of truth. With all the numbers in front of you, let's calculate the average price per square foot of the 3 most recent comps. Let's take a look at the home that I'm evaluating. Here's how I have filled out my form as I've been working through the comparative sales. So the home that I'm looking at is 2209 square feet. It has 3 bedrooms and 2.5 baths. Zillow says the Zestimate is $424,150. The comps in my area that are very similar and have sold recently are home number 1. This home is located at 6997 Apprentice Place. This home is in my neighborhood and it sold less than 3 months ago. Great. This home sold for $405,000. It's 2476 square feet. So doing that math, that breaks down to $163 per square foot. This home is a 3-bedroom plus a den with 2.5 baths. Okay, let's look at home number 2. This home is a little outside my neighborhood, but it's a relatively close square footage to my home. It's 6702 Woodgate Road. It sold for $475,000. It's 2,600 square feet, which breaks down to $182 per square foot. This home's a little bit bigger, being a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home. Finally, home number 3. This home is in my neighborhood, right down the street. 7208 Spring Hill Drive. This home sold for $445,000 less than 3 months ago. This home is a lot bigger than mine at 3,626 square feet, which breaks down to $122 a square foot. Go ahead and write all of this down for your home in the worksheet that you'll find linked in this post. I want you to really look at the available listings as well. This will give you a good indicator of what your local market is doing. In the neighborhood I'm looking at, homes are sitting on the market. That is not good. When homes are on the market for more than 3 months, they become stale and buyers start to worry that something's wrong with the property. So even though my Zestimate said one thing, I need to know what's going on in my market and price my home appropriately. So let's do some math. The average price per foot from the 3 comparables is $155 per square foot. Taking my square footage of 2209, that would put my price at $344,400. As you can see, that's significantly lower than my Zestimate. Now, I'm going to take all 4 online resources that I looked at to get their estimate of my home's value. If I take the average of all 4 of those tools, that puts my value at $365,000. Using the different sources, there will be different comps to choose from. It's important that you find the homes most similar to yours for this exercise. Now it's up to me to decide where I want to price my home. If I'm not in a rush and the time of year is perfect, I might go on the high side, pushing the price and list at $375,000 or maybe even $380,000 if the market is appreciating. If I know I need to sell quickly and I want to get it done, then I'm going to list at $345,000. This piece is so important, so don't rush it. Take your time and get this right. Talk to friends, get their opinion about your house, but try not to get emotional about it. I know how difficult it can be. You have put time, energy, and work into this home. You've made priceless memories in this house, and now it's time to sell. This has to be a numbers, fact-based decision. You will not be able to charge $10,000 more because you have a shiplap wall in your house. While that is so cute and it will help push you over the edge of another listed home with a buyer who likes shiplap, it's not going to affect the value that much. Be real with yourself about your house. Remember, the goal is to sell your home. In my 15 years of doing this, the only reason a house didn't sell in a reasonable amount of time is because it's overpriced. So do the work, take the time to figure out the right price, and then let's get going. You are about to sell your house like a boss.